Hello and welcome to our reading circle today. We are working on the letter P. Can someone tell me what sound the letter P makes? Did I hear someone say the P sound? That's right. The letter P makes the P sound. Can we think of some things that begin with the P sound? Let's take a look over here. I have some items for us to look at. Let's take a look. Do you see something that makes the P sound? What do we notice here? We have P, P, pig. Then we have P, P, pumpkin. Then we have P, P, pot. Then P, P, peanut. And then what's the last thing we have here? P, P, pail. These are all things that begin with the P, P sound. Awesome job, friends. Now, we are going to get ready to read a story about pumpkins. Did you know that pumpkins have a life cycle? They go through a cycle. They start out as a seed and then grow into a pumpkin. And so we're gonna find out more about the life cycle of a pumpkin and then what you get to do with the pumpkin once it grows. So join me as we listen to our story. From pumpkin seed to jack-o'-lantern. What does a jack-o'-lantern come from? It starts with a pumpkin seed. Oh, how many of you all have ever eaten pumpkin seeds before? They are super yummy. The pumpkin seed needs a place in the sun, a hole in the soil, and a drink of water. So this right here is telling us what a pumpkin seed needs in order to grow. It needs sun, soil, and water in order to grow. When the seed is ready, roots push down and a stem pushes up. Soon, a little sprout appears. So you can look through the dirt and you can see the roots. You can see where the seed was, and the roots are pushing down, and our stem is pushing out. The sprout grows and changes. It becomes a tangled vine with very large leaves. Flower buds appear. So if you look at the picture, it's showing the vines all tangled up, the leaves, and then there's a flower. When they are ready, the flowers bloom. They are golden yellow. Some have little balls under them. The balls are tiny pumpkins. Oh, so look here. You can see the tiny pumpkin that's coming out underneath the flower. Oh, and did you know that pumpkins are fruits? And fruits contain seeds. The little pumpkins grow and change. They get bigger and bigger and even bigger. Oh, and what color are these pumpkins? Are they orange? No, they're green. So pumpkins start out green. When they are ready, the pumpkins change from green to orange. Now they can be picked. Every year, people grow bigger and bigger pumpkins. So here, you can go to a pumpkin patch and you can get pumpkins. You can decorate one pumpkin. Look at this picture here. She has paint and she's painting her pumpkin. You can get another pumpkin ready to carve into a jack-o'-lantern. Oh, and look what he's doing here. He's got a marker and he's drawing out his jack-o'-lantern. So he knows exactly how he's gonna cut it out. A jack-o'-lantern can be funny, scary, or fancy like this. So there's many different ways that you can carve your pumpkin. You can make it funny, scary, or fancy. Some seeds, save some of the seeds. Next spring, they'll be ready to plant. You can start all over. So see, he's getting those seeds out of there. You can save some of those seeds to grow pumpkins next year. Wow. So there's so many things that you can do with a pumpkin. You can paint your pumpkin, or you can carve your pumpkin into a jack-o'-lantern. You can make it a funny jack-o'-lantern, a scary jack-o'-lantern, or even make it into a fancy jack-o'-lantern. So, if you get to get a pumpkin this year, I wonder how you will decorate your pumpkin. Are you gonna make it a fancy pumpkin, fancy jack-o'-lantern, a scary jack-o'-lantern, or a funny jack-o'-lantern? Thank you, friends, for joining me today. We worked on the letter P, and we listed out things that begin with the letter P, and we read a story about jack-o'-lanterns and the life cycle of them. Go find an adult and tell them what you learned today. See you next time.